Good morning, my wonderful friends. Well, Patricia, who's um, her her name is Chatty Kitty on the little thing out front, but she asked for a nude face look. Huh, this got a stitch of anything on, a little bit of eyebrow pencil, and these fake eyelashes that I put on because I didn't want to see me shaking so bad. These are the cutest little things. I can come in really close here. It's just the accents, the Allure accents. You get them on Amazon. I had a 4-pack, I think for $5. I think they made a mistake, but I don't want to tell them that. They sent me 4 packs of them. It was supposed to be a 2-pack. My gosh, I got 4. And the fake fingernails are still on through multiple, like the rest of you, thousands of loads of laundry, house cleaning, vacuuming, toilet bowl cleaning, sink cleaning, mopping the floors, the usual chores, and then outside chores. The fingernails are still on. These are just kiss fingernails, right? And you know, you always have to, with the UV light, whenever you use the UV light, you have to put your hand in, and you got to hold the fingernail, and you're like, oh no, it's crooked. And it's always crooked no matter how you hold it. Then you have to file it down afterwards because these are too long to get anything done. So I filed these down if you do a lot of housework. But this is the light I was telling you about. It's a $7.99, and if you see, I touch it, it's still charged from plugging it into my lamp. My son and his wife gave me those lamps that have plug-ins in them. So you just do your fingernails like this. It's weird. It's so nice. You just I use the UV light glue and put these on with the UV light. This is now a UV light. You just do it this way. You're just like, okay, I'm done. It's wonderful. I mean, you know, the 10 minutes of sticking under there, I just have to get it to go off. It's not even plugged in. Is it off? Yeah, it's off. Oh, Hugo, honey, what's the matter? Mommy didn't have the air conditioner down low enough. Okay, it fell over. Well, I'm going to do a naked face. We're naked face at 75. I want to show you a few of my birthday presents because you saw that was my granddaughter's birthday party and my daughter's, who's the day after my birthday, and they also celebrated my birthday, and I put the party up because we are family. That's what I live and breathe for, and I thank God I lived this long for. But I didn't expect it. You know how when you're young, my baby, you keep praying to the Lord that you'll live long enough to see your children grown. And you do, but you didn't know. You didn't take care of yourself, so you hurt everywhere. And everything hurts now. You're like, oh, I didn't know I'd live to see my children grown and their children. I wish I had known I was going to take care of myself. So these young people are definitely right. I didn't even take care of my skin. But anyway, she bought me this thing from QVC, and I was like, oh, okay, what is it? Is it one of those expensive? Well, it was probably expensive. My daughter, Christina, always gets me expensive stuff from QVC. This is the black liner that goes with it. And what this is I looked at it and said, oh, what is it? Because I have arthritis, it hurts to get it off. This is for people with shaky hands, as myself. For eyeliner, you put your hand here, and I actually lifted my eye and put a rim underneath so you wouldn't have to be tortured by that, but I haven't done the outside yet, or the lower inside. We're going to do that right now. So this is from QVC. I wish I had a code or something to give you, but it's just called Glide Beauty. Oh boy, I hope I have glasses. Yeah. Yeah, it has a big G on it. It's got a place to rest your finger. And we're going to put on some eyeliner with that. Just roll it in this thing. Oh, and while I'm speaking, I'm doing this for Patricia because Patricia has sent me so much makeup and moisturizers and things you don't know. and she's called Chatty Kitty. And so many of my subscribers are YouTubers, and I would love for you to enjoy their channels as I do. All you have to do is touch their face on the left, and you'll see if they're YouTubers or not. If they're YouTubers, they have a channel. And I only subscribe to the best and people that need help, and the women. And then I'll subscribe to men too. Men, I thought, we're all human beings. I don't care. I'll subscribe to anybody who's a human being. Let's put it that way. And kind. They're all wonderful people. And I want to thank Denise. She did a video and she mentioned my name several times 2 weeks ago, and I didn't see it. I was down with another UC attack, and it's called, and her name is Denise, but she's Classic Beauty Over 60. She's also lots of times on my comments, and if you touch her face, you'll go directly to her YouTube channel. So many of my subscribers are. I'm so blessed that they're YouTubers, and I'm so blessed that I have the best subscribers that aren't and are YouTubers. But we're going to try this. We still have to hold our hand there because the skin's all wrinkled. But look at that thing make a, look at that black line. And then we come back in on it. Look at that line. And I can hold my hands not shaking as bad. I mean, my hand's shaking, but can't tell. I wish they made one for when you can't see either. I can't see what I'm doing. Look at that. And then we're going to go for the inner line. Wasn't that something? Without the shaking. I don't like the way that one went down. Press my hand. Push my finger up against this because my finger is normally shaking. This is wonderful if you have shaking bouts. It even does the inner. I did the inner earlier, but there's another way of doing the inner this way. And Peggy, I don't want you to think I've forgotten you. She has a heavy lidded problem, and I'm going to do a video for her. I'm going to make these sunk back deep set eyes, try to make them look heavy lidded with neutral colors, because I think that's best on a heavy lid. We don't want to, I mean, we want to wear bright colors lots of times. We're entitled to wear anything we want. But sometimes the neutrals always look best. Like today I'm going to do neutrals. And I have been blessed with so many palettes. Like I just got the Natasha Denona, not the neutral one, the other one that she had. But it has all neutral colors in it too. It has the smoky, which I very rarely wear. And I'm deciding I really like the smoky. It's the smokies with the gray tones. Some of them have a slight little bit of blue in them. And they're gray. I really kind of like those. Melissa 55 wears those a lot. Oh, and thank heaven she made a small video that, thank God, she came through her breast surgery. And I'm sure every one of you that subscribed to her, which is mostly everybody, we're praying for her. And she's tough. She had God holding her up. I've had God holding me up so many times. He's probably tired of Jesus, take the wheel. It's like, get it yourself after a while. Okay, so this is totally barefaced. I have no moisturizer on because, to be honest with you, I don't like to put moisturizer on top of a liquid makeup. It's just caking and caking and caking. And also, I like to kind of pat, instead of going into the wrinkles, try to just kind of pat the makeup on the wrinkles, and then on this side of the wrinkle, I'm trying not to go into the wrinkles themselves, which I'm pretty wrinkled all through here. Not the eyes is bad. I do like an eye cream. I do want to try an eye cream. But I'm going to go ahead and put, I'm going to put a little bit of, you see how red I am under the eyes? I think that's from Hugo. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we know green counteracts red. Right there. Spray our brush a little bit. Always, water never hurts anything. Spray it with Morphe or the wonderful one that I haven't told my son about, the Diablo, which I think I'm going to, because I really want to get another one if I get low. Great. The NYX. See, I'm almost low on that. I think this is so good for mature older skin. I'm going to mix these two together and hope it doesn't crease because I have water on this brush. I put it all on one eye, didn't I? Yep, you sure did. Let's use some of this as a base. I don't know how a naked face is going to look at 75. We're going to have makeup on. It's naked with makeup. Let's go into the sunken hollows. We're still trying to figure out we've got the heavy lid. We know the heavy hooded eye. You always put your bronzer or something light brown, or if you're darker skin tone, something a little darker than your skin tone. See that green? That was the L'Oreal BB cream. Just to get rid of that red mixed with the NYX concealer. Look, you can tell I just colored my hair. This is how blind I am. This is so embarrassing. How am I going to get this off? I washed my hair and I just took it down. I only had it in pin curls for like 10 minutes because I had to take a shower this morning. I didn't have, my roots were out like this far. I didn't have any hair color. So I used Rue Fanciful Rinse, which I love. But look, right down my face, I didn't even see it. Looks like I'm contouring with Rue. That was weird. I'd have gone all day like that, but I just have housework to do today, so nobody's going to see me anyway. And I don't wear face makeup during the day. I just wear eye makeup and lipstick and concealer. Oh, and I also made that crease. There, we're going to have to pat that in. A little bit of water here. A little bit more spray of water. Sorry, my ulcerative colitis, it makes sounds from my stomach. It's terrible. I swear if I had a husband, the poor man would run. My husband was used to it. It wasn't, I only got hospitalized once when my husband was alive, and that was for a long time in the hospital with it. But your stomach, that creased a little bit. I don't like that. I usually like for it to settle. It's because I talked and I didn't let it settle. And it went into the creases, so with my damp fingers, I'm going to pat it in with some moisture on my fingers from that Morphe spray. It can be any kind of spray. Kind of helps it go into the wrinkles a little bit. Well, not into them, but the creases. Blend them a little bit better. And today I made my eyebrows a little darker. I used the NYX, this one's Snatch or Lifting something. But I used it in the ash brown for a change instead of the taupe because I noticed my eyebrows are just disappearing. So believe me, I already brought the tail out a little. And this makes the best little, looks like hairs. There's no hairs left there. I might be making it a little bit too dark now. It's the first time I've ever used one this dark. That was the ash brown. So that looks pretty, I think we look a little bit better to make our eyebrows a little tiny bit darker instead of so invisible as mine have been. Now, we're going to do eyeshadows. I think we'll do those first because today, since we're going to do the nude face look for Patricia, who has sent me so much skincare, it's unbelievable. We're going to use the medium L'Oreal BB cream and the dark L'Oreal BB cream. We can mix them together. But I don't like to go dark into here too much because I'm already sunk in enough there. Look at my daughter. Not only did she give me this expensive handshaking thing, what's the name of the company? his hand. She got me a Chanel brush. Oh, she spent so much on me. She always does, bless her heart. She goes to QVC because she can't get out the house much unless it's doctor's appointments. She's a gift from Jesus. And she got me a Christian Dior brush. I really feel ritzy. There was a time in my life, actually my whole life almost, that I could barely afford. I would think it was a luxury if I had an extra enough money to get a Revlon, because we had Revlon back in my day. I was born in 1948, but a Revlon lipstick. I would consider myself so lucky to have a lipstick that I just knew. Now I have Christian Dior lipstick. She bought me Max, Molly, Julep, designers, Natasha Denona for my son. Today we're going to use Jaclyn Hill from my daughter. I have so many expensive things that I'm taking care of. I told the girls, this is all yours when I pass. Sorry, I have to have water every so often. I'm so dehydrated and dizzy. So we're gonna do eyes first because Trisha, she's under the name of Chatty Kitty. Yeah, she's a little angel. She sends me so much stuff. Okay, I set brushes out for this. It's just I forgot to remind myself where I set them. It must be in front of me. Because I'm going to need fluffy brushes, not these. Well, this one right here is fluffy enough. Ow. Yeah, I must have cleaned that. I want you to look at this palette. It's really a pretty palette. I picked one because the Natasha Denona was $69. I mean, some of us are on Social Security. We can't afford that. But that was given to me as a gift from my daughter. Most of the expensive makeup is. Aren't these beautiful? My daughter and my children. These are Jaclyn Hill by Morphe, and I priced these for $24 for this whole palette. But I swear there's so many. There's nice chocolate burgundy color in here, and silvers through the bottom, and shinies. But not bad, see? You pick the darkest shiny there is here. See? It's not bad. And then we didn't even blend it out. I mean, it's not all glitter and all that, but we're going to always start with the lightest color and go especially in the sunken spot because this thing is almost white. This is really only my second time using this palette, so this is an experiment for me too, to see if we look natural. It's got quite a bit of fallout. You're going to have to tap this. Things like the Natasha Denona and all, they do not have extensive fallout. And MAC, my daughter bought me, there was a toss-up between a MAC palette that she bought me. I'll show you right here, of neutrals. And this one's called the Rose something. I'll link it. But I didn't use this one because I didn't really price this one, but I don't think it's probably much more than $24 either. And she bought me another one that's so beautiful. That the beautiful girl, Jean Watts, uses, the MAC. I have that one too. I'll use that on the next tutorial. It was neutrals, but it had pink and brown. I don't know what I did. See, everything, my new vanity hasn't come in yet, so this could be the Hoarder Special movie, because everything I own is on the top of this sewing machine. It's terrible. I can't find anything. I keep begging my other son to please help my son to put together the new desk, which is now out in the living room and the dining room, unassembled. So my whole house, I can't even vacuum. So I can't get around the boxes. So I've just been working on the back porch trying to clear it so we can sit out there and enjoy that again. Because when you're not feeling well, you let things get behind. I hate doing that. Now I've got clutter. I hate clutter, but I've got it now. So this is the second color here. We're just going to lay that on top. Go up a little higher. And that really isn't much darker. Boy, are they laying almost in the same They're almost like two of the identical colors. They're a twin of each other. I really could have used this one first. Usually you go light and then darker, but this did not go darker. This just stayed light, blended right in with the other one. Let's get that light into that crease. Now we're going to get a little darker here. We're still using the same brush. Let's hope we get a little bit darker. Sweep out over the hooded lid. Third one. I should be patting this so it doesn't fall out. You can see it. Look at it flying. We have flying fallout. Okay, seems to jump dark and then a little not as dark and then really dark. So let's go then right here, not as dark for right here. Kind of end it straight up like a little triangle or a sideways V. It's more the name of a sideways V right here. Just to blend some of that harsh line. I keep forgetting not to pat that. Look at it falling down. Should put tape up. I wouldn't take tape up for myself, but I mean I should have put tape up so you all would know that it won't come out flaky like this on you if you'd put tape up. I can see now why I'm going to have to go to dark, because that didn't really come out as dark. This is a pointed end of the brush. I was lucky that this one had a pointed end. I'm mixing these two. They don't appear to be as dark as they're showing. My dryer buzzer. This needs some serious blending. We're going to have to put a light color in here too. Let's pick a flat brush like this. Maybe we'll wet this first. Let's see how it looks dry. Yeah, it's not showing up much. Oh, you know you're getting old when you can't push a button down. You're like, oh, it hurts. It's like excruciating pain. Just use your fingers. Pain. That is not taking too shiny either, is it? Not really. What this is supposed to be. A nude look, and that's how it's coming out. That was the first one there. So obviously this is a good set for that. We're going to go a little teeny bit over the dark here. A little bit of shiny. See these, everything at the bottom here seems to be very little. It's not chromatic or anything like that. It's just a light dusting of shine. I think that's a pretty neutral eye so far here. Let's get this pointed in again. Has a lot of dark on it. Let's go underneath with a little bit of, let's pick a burgundy. This is more of a burgundy color. Shine. Try to just go halfway this time since I lined all the way inward, which really just closes your eyes up even more. Okay, that's pretty good. Let me get a blending brush. This is MAC double-ended. Always best to get double-ended brushes if you can. Look, that one wasn't clean. I thought I just cleaned all my brushes in preparation if we ever get the new desk put in, which is an actual desk which will extend much further out. Then this is a sewing machine, basically. Well, that's what it is, a sewing machine with the sewing machine part taken out. So, a pretty nice new look there going. This is on a 75-year-old woman. This is not going to look bad on you, believe me. You know, like I always say, I want you to take a picture of yourself. I really want to do this for Peggy, but I don't know how to do it. Maybe, because I'd kind of like to give her a makeover, but, you know, we don't live in the same area or anything. So I was thinking, I wonder if she could send me a picture maybe on my Instagram where no one else would see it, and tell me what colors she likes, and I could try to go, you know, see her face, because she's having a lot of trouble with that drop down hood. And she said that the rounds up here are not working correctly for her, but she needs to put a little bit of eyeliner on in here, because you need to bring out that eyelash big time when you have the really heavy lidded eyes. You need to bring out this little line right here and emphasize it a little bit more, and wear some fake eyelashes like I have on, these little short demis, and then put a straight across streak of something kind of shiny just to make that smaller part show up. And then we hide this darker part up here with a light color here of some kind of a brown or a smoky color, and same thing but darker out here as we go out here. But she said that's not working too good on her, so we're trying to look for something a little different. But I don't know if I can do a makeover that way. Maybe. Well, we're going to use the first time my brush, and we're going to use, you know, since I don't have any moisturizer on my face, splurge and use my Diablo. Actually, I'm just going to order myself one. First time to use my brush. Oh, I can't wait to show you this too. This mineralized gold finish. You know how everybody likes the glass look? Well, you younger women can wear it, and even I can wear it at 75 if you're careful with it and put it on with a bigger brush. Yeah, I do have a bigger brush, the one she brought me. Yeah, we're going to use that one. So, okay, so now we're going to put on the BB cream. This appears to be the light one from what I can see. Headband. There's so much to fall. That's almost a perfect match for my skin. See, that's the wrinkles. I shouldn't put that there. I'd like to go above the wrinkles. Well, that's what I'm going to do with the brush. Put a little bit on the brush. That's a lot. There's a lot of makeup I put on there for a BB cream. Let's start up here. I don't know why my face is a little reddish. That's because I've been working on the back porch. It's just screened in. I'm sorry. The stomach, it's my stomach. Nasty ulcerative colitis. It's constantly threatening me. I didn't use any dark at all. Would you like for me to use some dark? I wish you could answer me. Let me try some dark. Because you know I don't do contouring. I don't like anything coming downward. Look, you can still do it in your 50s and 60s because you're not in your 70s. When you get in your 70s, I'm not crazy about it. I'm just going to put a little bit on the tip of that brush there. You see it? Just going to go in the cheek area. Maybe a little bit up here. So I'm always talking about putting dark on that hooded part. Those are the most natural looking false eyelashes, aren't they? Now, that's a pretty natural looking face. For 75, it's going to look better on you all even. Those were all natural products. All we used a little teeny bit of the dark. We used the light one. We used the green one to get rid of the red. We mixed it with the NYX concealer. Now, use my mahogany. Oh, my daughter got me this. I used to use this. She got me this when I was young, too. She got it for me again. The lip tint. This is so nice to wear when you don't want to wear lipstick. Honest to God, she got me this years ago. And she said, Mom, how did you love it? This was back when I was in my 40s. And I said, oh, it's beautiful, but it just won't stay on my nails. I thought it was nail polish. Yeah. She said, Mom, it's lip stain. Because at that time, my husband had cancer and everything, and we were having a lot of, I was trying to hold down a job and take care of him, and I didn't really know what things a whole lot. Even though I was a makeup artist, this worked, but I just didn't bother with any of those things for myself. But I didn't realize I've never used lip tint on a client. Look at that. It looks like lipstick. It's not. So we'll let that dry, because they bought me one of these beautiful fans. My granddaughter did. She got this from Temu, but I don't care. It's cute. My mother had one. I remember my mother using one of these. Well, she used it. I think she just used it because she was hot, because back in those days, we didn't have central air conditioning, did we? No, we had window units. Yeah, from what I can remember. Of course, I'm not great on the memory. The children are starting to answer to any name now. Even though they're all grown. My oldest daughter's 57. She just turned 57. And they're all like, just answer to any name she calls you. If she calls you the wrong name, just answer it. Just don't hurt her feelings, just answer it. Because every so often I'm like, Christina, Daniel, David, whichever one you are. And they're like, just answer. So what, she said the wrong name. Don't laugh. So we're going to put some lip pencil over top of that, because this will make our lipstick stay all day. This is the mahogany, one of my favorite lip pencils. Way overline, but not down into here. I was watching Denise's video, the classic beauty over 60. She was a model and everything. She had makeup artists doing her, and she knows everything about makeup. I think I'll really enjoy her. And she's young. Well, that's considered young to me. She's only 4 years older than my daughter. But she's 61, I believe. She does not look it. Everything she tells you is the truth, too. She will not lie to you about a product or go get the real expensive ones either and try to force you to buy them. That was the lip line. MAC lipstick. Always try to get us one of these dry, permanent. And you have to taunt your lips a little to get around your wrinkles. Because if you don't use the dry ones, you're going to run right down into your lines. Even though I love the MAC lip oil, and I will wear that, but she will seep down and up after a while into those lines, unless I remember to go over it with a concealer. Go over around my lip line with the concealer, which I always forget, because most place I ever go is to my children's, and then powder it lightly with one of those new little modern brushes, the little powder things, those little black ones that they have. I just had one. I love them. You just pat around it, and it will keep you from going down into your wrinkle line. I should curl my eyelashes. Now, I think we're finished with the face, except for we're going to put on a little bit of, I'm not going to do blush. I'm going to do the mineralized golden, forgot the name, gold deposit. Jean Watts, beautiful young girl, wears this. So I don't know how I thought I could get off with it, but I thought, what the heck? It's the latter part of my life. Might as well enjoy some things as long as they don't make me look like a clown. I'm going to use a Chanel brush. First time for this. Now, this is going to give you kind of the glass look, see? I'm going to go straight across over my nose instead of contouring my big nose. So that I kind of look like I've been out in the sun. See, it has that. I can see why people love this. If I was young, if I had known about this when I was young, they didn't have this when I was young. They would just put a shine on my forehead. Wow, did it ever? Let's not put that any further. I went a little wild with that. But I still like it. And I love you all, and I want to thank you for giving me your time. Sorry I didn't really fix my hair much, and I had basic hair color running down. God bless you all. Thank you so much for my new subscribers. You don't know how much I appreciate it. I get up in the morning and I'm so excited that it could be a little bit of help to anybody. And as I said, I don't mind sharing my subscribers. I want my subscribers to see all the best videos they can see about people their own age. And so many of my subscribers are fellow YouTubers, and they're close to my age or your age. A few of them are my age. And they're all good too. They all have, everybody has their own opinion and a different perspective on the makeup. And Peggy, I'm going to figure out how you can send me a picture so I can do a makeover on a picture. I just don't know how. Love you all. God bless you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Well, I hope I can get another one up because I still need to do the skincare routine at night and in the morning that I promised you, because I do the shaving my face in the morning. You'd be shocked. You'd be like, what the heck is she doing? I'm going upward and downward, getting that dead skin off. Love you. God bless.